Hello and welcome to BeamNG.Drive. With the new Tire to Ground physics update, I had something I was a little curious about because before the update I felt like whenever I gave one of these Vivace cars a lot of horsepower, it seems like it made them really unstable at high speeds and the car would just lift off the ground and spin out. So I wanted to see if maybe this update would make them a little more stable at high speed. So we're going to do a little test where first I test the car stock to see how it does, and then we're going to try to make it a lot faster and give it another run to see what happens here. So let's go ahead and pull up these toll booths here and see what we've got to start with. I mean, this is a 5-cylinder turbo, so it's going to be pretty quick to start with, but we're going to see what we can do here. So usually when I launch cars in this game, I don't have like the clutch to where I have to operate it manually because I'm just using a controller. So we're just gonna redline it and dump the clutch and see where it goes here. We have traction control on, but we may turn that off here in the future to get the car to launch a little bit harder. But right off the bat, we're running at 12.8, which is pretty quick, especially for the street. So I'm thinking we'll be able to make this car pretty fast here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and I'm going to give this thing a bunch of power upgrades, not tires, just to see how it handles it and see what we get here. Alright, so as you can see here, we've given this car a stage 3 long block, a stage 3 turbocharger, and a race ECU, just to see how much that is for the car to handle. So we're going to go ahead, I think we're going to turn the traction control off because that's just going to immediately kill all our power. Well, if we can, there we go. Okay, so we're just going to pull up here. A lot more turbo lag, that's for sure. Pull up to the toll booth, put it in first gear, rev it up, let it go. Yeah, a lot more turbo lag. So an 11.6, that's quite a bit off our time there. But it doesn't really seem like the car wants to take off here, so we're gonna have to figure something out to fix that. Okay, so this time I realized that we still had the stock exhaust on it, which probably was holding up a lot of power here. So now we have the race exhaust, and I also went in to put on some let's see if we can find it. Here we go. I put a limited slip differential in both the front and rear differential to see if maybe that'll get it to launch a little bit harder. So we're gonna go ahead and pull up here. Yeah, it seems like it's launching much harder. That first to second gear transition isn't so good, but we'll see where that's gonna take us. So let's just throw it into first, hold the clutch, and dump it. We're gonna let that. That's the problem there. We were shifting on a first way too soon. But yeah, that's an 11.3, and even with stock tires, I can tell that it's a lot more stable than it used to be. Which, even though it's pushing a lot of horsepower, like we've got a lot of power here. Probably almost 700 horsepower. Even though it has stock tires, you'd expect an all-wheel drive car to handle that pretty well without having to have slicks on it. So that seems pretty good already. But because it has so much trouble launching in first gear here, we're gonna throw some race tires on it and then see what that does. Okay, so now we've got race tires on there, and one last time we're gonna see what that does for for launching this thing. So as before, just throw it in first. Make sure we're at full boost when we launch. And dump the clutch. Shifted too quick there. We might have to give this another run. Yeah, that was it was still an 11, which is pretty quick, but that could have been a lot faster if I would have stayed in first gear at the beginning there. So we're gonna try that again. Neutral, full boost, dump the clutch, stay in first. Wow, yeah. I definitely feel like even in a straight line there's a big improvement to stability with this new update. So I currently have most of my mods disabled, but I think in the future I'd like to get like the V8 LSX mods and stuff I have for these and see if it's easier to make one of these go in a straight line really fast. So we'll see what that's all about. Thanks for watching my video. Hopefully I'll be able to release more videos like these in the future.